Hello dear viewer, we welcome you to the Power Circuit. It is proudly brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN to give you updates and scorecards in the Nigerian power sector. I am Amara Agugesi and I'm leading you through the reports lined up for today. Federal government to fully compensate displaced residents around Zungeru power plant. TCN commissions 60 MVA power transformer in Lekki substation. TCN accelerates relocation of power transmission towers for road expansion in Abuja. Please stay with us. The federal government says it is committed to fulfilling its obligations on the payment of full compensation to communities displaced over the construction of the 700 megawatts Zungeru hydropower project in Niger State. The government, however, emphasized the need for genuine identity of the affected communities, as over 300 communities have come out to lay claims for compensation and resettlement after the initial agreed figure, says the Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu, in a statement issued by his media aide, Bolaji Tunji.
According to the statement, the minister stated the position after meeting with the Compensation and Resettlement Committee of the Zungeru Power Plant in his office in Abuja, while appreciating the gesture of the host communities and that of the Niger State government in locating the power project. Adelabu decried a situation where communities within the location of the power project will all come to make claims. Adelabu said there were only 133 communities that were identified by the Ministry of Power when the Zungeru Power Project was to be sited, but over 200 communities were, however, added to those originally slated for compensation and resettlement. He admonished the committee, led by the Deputy Governor of the state, Alhaji Yakubu Garba Mina, to prevail on the people of the area to cooperate with the federal government as the details of the outstanding payments are being worked out. The Deputy Governor of the state noted his satisfaction with the meeting, adding that he will report back to his people about the discussion. He also promised to prevail on residents who have filed lawsuits to have them withdrawn.
Keeping up with its mandate of expanding the electricity transmission system, the management of the Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN has commissioned a 60 MVA power transformer at the 330, 132, 33 kilovolts Lekki transmission substation in Lagos State. Let's hear from the TCN in-house engineers at this location.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN is a critical player in the power sector value chain, as it transmits electricity from power generating plants to distribution load centers, which is then supplied to customers' load connecting points. The operation of transmission system is a complex mix of hardware infrastructure, software and scaled system operational strategies. Today, our focus is on the hardware equipment, as TCN has added yet another transformer to the 330, 132, 33 kV Lekki transmission substation in Lagos. The Assistant General Manager Transmission at the Ajah sub-region of TCN, Engineer Mohammed Hassan, was delighted about the feat.
Presently, we are at Jakande, Lekki 330, 132, 3 kV transmission substation in Lagos. We have just energized 132, 3 kV 75 MVA power transformer into service. It has now been energized into the grid.
The new addition has increased the capacity of the transmission substation, says Engineer Hassan.
Before, we have a 2x60 MVA power transformer here at Lekki transmission stations. But presently, we have added another capacity, that is 75 MVA, 60 by 75 MVA power transformer. In a nutshell, we have additional 48 megawatt into what we have earlier. The disco that's going to benefit from this increment of the capacity is the Eco Distribution Company, Eco Electricity Distribution Company. They are the one that's going to benefit from the installation of this power transformer.
The added capacity will go a long way to improve the power supply across various communities served by the Lekki substation through the distribution load centers.
Part of the community that are going to enjoy this increment is the Morocco. They have increased some of the feeders. We have Morocco feeder, we have New Elegushi, and some Shellview Estate. There are some areas that have just new areas that are coming off. Shellview Estate is one of them that are going to benefit from this installation.
To Nigerians, the TCN official said the company is keen on delivering its part of the mandate by having adequate power transmission infrastructure across the country.
Concerning electricity, actually, transmission company of Nigeria is trying, because like you have seen, we have 2 by 75 MVA transformer. We have energized one now, and in the next 1 month, one is coming off. Inshallah, it's as you are back. It's already there. So, and the 300 MVA power transformer is also in the process, coming off in the next 3 months. So, transmission company is expanding everywhere. Inshallah, we are hoping that everywhere is going to have light.
This project was financed by the World Bank, with other power transmission projects being delivered by TCN in the Lagos region.
This is all one project. Yes, it's under one project.
The power circuit continues shortly. Please stay with us.
$6.5 there.
Guys, I have a business that can change our lives.
Business?
Business that can change our lives.
Guys, if money is involved, I mean, take it.
But you don't know the kind of business.
I mean,
Business is business.
okay, my guy. That's you. I mean, let's finish this game. No.
Real money. And there's a big market for it.
Wait, is it vandalism that you have brought me here to do?
Yes!
Something that can take me to jail. Something that can destroy our economy and spoil what the government wants to achieve.
Real money.
I can't. See this man. I can't.
Even you.
Shut up your mouth. I will never go to jail. Vandalism. God forbid. God forbid.
Look at the people I want to help. I beg you. Please, Oga, I beg you. I beg you. This is the handwork of the devil. Please.
Be part of our economic growth. Do not destroy electricity power installations. Do not destroy government effort to provide electricity for all. Report any suspicious person found stealing or loitering around power installations to any security operatives close to you or to the nearest transmission company of Nigeria office.
This message is brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
The development of public infrastructure is a goal that must be supported by all and sundry. It is in this regard that the Transmission Company of Nigeria (TCN) recently notified the public about the rationing of bulk power in parts of Abuja over road dualization projects along the Apo axis by the Federal Capital Development Agency. The road expansion project affected 8 units of 132 kV and 33 kV towers which are being relocated along the Kukwaba-Apo 132 kV line. The power circuit was at the site to report the progress of the power transmission relocation exercise by TCN. Come with us.
The relocation work necessitated a 7-hour bulk power rationing to the load center of Abuja Electricity Distribution PLC since Monday, 6th January, and is expected to end on Monday, 20th January 2025 from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. This was the estimated duration for the dismantling and construction of the towers, as well as restringing of the power cables that would enable resumption of bulk power supply to the Apo transmission substation from Gwagwalada substation. At the site of the exercise, the power circuit team had an engagement with linesmen and engineers of TCN who were working seamlessly to complete their tasks within the set time frame. Officials of TCN under the Abuja region spoke about what it entails in the power transmission lines tower relocation exercise. While this is being done, the safety of the workers and the overall area is of topmost priority, according to the officials who have complied with all standard operating procedures.
This line is a double circuit, 150 kV double circuit line from Gwagwalada, Kukwaba, Apo line on 132 kV line. FCDA, as you can see from the road, there's a road construction from the roundabout here down to Wumba. And these transmission lines, about 8 numbers, are on their right of way. So since last year or thereabout, they've managed to see how we can move these towers outside so that the road construction can go on. Because it's part of the agenda of the FCC minister to see that he commissions some of the roads. This is one of them. So arrangements have been made. Actually, it's not a TCN job. It is FCDA who are the clients with their contractor. They are the one doing this job. Ours is just to grant the outage, grant the approval, and all those things have been done, putting all the stakeholders involved. That is the FCDA, AEDC, NEC. Everybody was involved to see that these towers are moved on the right of way so that the contractor can, the road construction can go on. On the distribution aspect, most of the 33 kV, most times we used to have outages, purposely because of for safe working space, so that to allow the people working so that we don't have any danger. We always have safety in mind. Then on the 132, though nothing much, some of the load has been diverted. Some load have been taken care of at Suleja, some from Katampe.
While the relocation of the transmission towers is a necessity for the road completion project, TCN had apologized for the inconvenience and had assured that full bulk power supply will be restored as soon as the tower relocation and cable stringing are completed.
When it comes in terms of development, by the time this road is being constructed, everybody is going to benefit from it. Though let people be patient a bit. When this road is constructed, you can see from the roundabout now, from the main roundabout up to Asuko, AY, you can see how smooth the road is. So that's the same thing they want to replicate there. From that place down to Wuma, the road will be smooth. Traffic will be less in this. In this.
Actually, the scope of the job, it is a planned job for 2 weeks, starting from 6th of this month to 20th of this month. Before the starting of the job, we start with AEDC, NEC, and TCN to see how we'll manage the load of tech within the area of the jurisdiction of the job. On that aspect, that job will affect Katampe, Apo, Kukwaba, Karo, and Kefi. So within this scope, we arranged the load, the maximum capacity of the TCN capacity within all these areas. Then we analyze on the feeders, 33 kV feeders that will be affected. So from there, we found out that some load must be dropped during the period of this job because of safety of the. Anytime that they are working for safe working space, if they are removing the conductors, you see that some 33 kV feeders are under this 132 towers. So therefore, the 33 kV feeders will not be on supply at that particular time. So we discussed with the AEDC how to manage this load. But definitely sure, not all the load will be managed to be taken at the same time. So this thing happened whereby we arrange in Apo, we take 2 feeders, that is H21 and H23. We transferred it to Kukwaba with the capacity of load of 30 megawatts.
Our artisan staff started with removing the jumpers before the contractor started. I was there. I ensured they were well kitted, safety compliant, and they are with their hook ladder and harness belt. And the harness belt is very okay. And at the same time, they work on a 33 kV tower here, and I was there too. And they were fully okay in terms of safety compliance, and they are fully kitted.
caused this fire? Eh? Hey, God help us. Assuming this thing happened in the night, nobody from this building would have come out alive.
Madam, hey, this is why we have warned landlords not to erect structures under the high voltage lines. If this high voltage line fell on the ground, nothing would have happened. But because this structure has been wrongly erected and the high voltage line fell on it, that is why whatever has happened has happened. We advise landlords to always consult the Transmission Company of Nigeria on their safety compliance on the right of way, so that something like this does not happen again.
Oga, we are talking of burnt house and you are talking of right of way. What is right of way and safety compliance?
Safety compliance simply means before erecting any structure around any electricity tower or line, there are safety distances you must adhere to. These safety distances are 25 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 330 kV, 15 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 132 kV, and 7.5 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 33/11 kV. These stipulated safety distance instructions are what we call right of way. If these simple, basic safety distances are adhered to, trust me, there will be less loss of property and lives resulting from cut transmission lines.
Visit Transmission Company of Nigeria office nearest to you for your safety regulations before erecting structures. Let us save lives and properties and build a stronger Nigeria. This message is from the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
As we wrap up, let's have a recap of this edition. Federal government to fully compensate displaced residents around Zungeru power plants. TCN commissions 60 MVA power transformer in Lekki substation. TCN accelerates relocation of power transmission towers for road expansion in Abuja. You can always get more from the power circuit as TCN has made all editions available on the TCN YouTube channel. Kindly connect with TCN on all its social media platforms by liking the TCN page on Facebook via Transmission Company of Nigeria. You can also follow TCN on X, formerly Twitter, by searching for @TCN_Nigeria. Experience TCN and its activities on Instagram as you click TCN_Nigeria. TCN officials are always there to receive your observations and comments by email to affairs.public@tcn.org.ng. For more information about the company's activities, go to the interactive website www.tcn.org.ng. There is also an information site www.tcnnews.ng where TCN keeps you updated about power sector activities. Please continue to do your best in guarding against vandalism of power transmission lines, towers and substations in your locality. The management of TCN is working round the clock to always improve on